Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. If you want to watch my live streams every single day, I live stream in my Discord. Just click the WAP link in the description. You can easily join that. If you want to start a funded account, again, or join a prop firm, click the Apex link in my description. They're extremely good for practice. Okay, they help me get a lot better. So, if you have any questions, just DM me about them. But pretty risk free. They're not scams or not whatever you think. But yeah. So I'm gonna get started with today's video. So I'm just gonna be going over a review of today. Okay. And I wanted to first talk about the kind of this morning. So something that I like to do is I like to go to like YM to see if like YM shows me anything different. So this morning I kind of came in. I didn't really know the bias. Okay, if we go to the replay mode, I didn't really know the bias. This was 9:30. I was thinking bullish because just this 5-minute inverse, and it ended up playing out. You can clearly see it played out. We hit the high, everything met, but I wasn't really sure. And what I'll do sometimes is, if that's the case, I'll go to YM. Okay, and you can clearly see, like, when I go to YM, okay, I came in this morning and I said in my index commentary, which I'm not going to show you guys, but I said in my index commentary, basically, I was like, I came in at 845 or whatever it was, and I said, this is my first objective. So I was like, I was kind of going from, okay, I don't really know what the bias is at 845 to, okay, I think NQ is going to take this out. This looks super algorithmic. Okay, you can see all these like higher or lower highs. Okay, they kind of create this trend line, and it's super algorithmic. So immediately, and we can see YM was delivering from a bullish fair value gap. So sometimes to determine the bias, like if I don't know it clearly on NQ, I'll check YM to see if there's anything obvious. And this was pretty obvious to me, saying we're going to go up. And keep in mind, this candle's at 830. Okay, now if you look at the 830 candle on NQ, okay, and I go to replay mode, the 830 candle is right here. Okay, what do you notice? The 830 candle is two very different candles on NQ and YM. So immediately I was like, okay, this is uncorrelated, but there's no way we're not taking out all these highs. So I wasn't really looking for a short at this point because YM had enough room to hit the high. And then we did hit the high. So if I play two candles here, we did hit the high. And I'm like, we hit the high. NQ's still pretty low. Okay, you can see this is 840. Let me just go to 9 o'clock real quick. Here was 9 o'clock right there. So I saw, okay, YM hit the high at 9 o'clock. NQ was not hit the high at 9 o'clock. And then NQ hit the high. So I'm like, okay, this inversion played out. And the other thing I kind of noted was we got really close to London low, but did not hit it. So I'm telling people, I'm like, okay, because we got so close here and YM hit this high, I said, I bet you if we come and re-violate this and kind of violate this inverse, I bet you we go down here. Now, being that we already used this, okay, I kind of look for a smaller time frame fair value gap to violate. So the 1 minute has two fair value gaps, this one and this one. Now let me go to 2 minute. 2 minute only has one fair value gap, this one. Okay, so I had London low marked, and I basically said, if we violate this, I think we're going to go to this low, because that tells me this inversion as well as this fair value gap is going to fail. Okay. Now, if we play price, you're going to see we hold it, and then we start getting this price action. And I tell the guys in my live stream, I'm like, okay, I'm logging out. I don't like this price action. And I say, I'm still going to take it if we close below this, but I'm just demoing it. Okay, and I did demo it. Okay, let me see if it shows my demo executions. It doesn't, but I did demo this. Okay, I shorted. The reason why is because I didn't like this price action at open. I know some people did, and some people did trade it, but I felt like the 1 minute was really choppy. But, okay, I still said I'm shorting if we close below. We close below right here, and I did short. And you're going to see we just accelerate right to London low. And then I kind of like, okay, we still have a low down here, and we have this low down here. Okay, and I was just watching them. So I was watching them. Okay, I didn't look for any rejection here, but I did look for an inverse. And I saw this one right here. Okay, I figured if we close below this, we just dump. And you can see we hold it, and then boom, we close below it right there. And see how this candle, so here's the retest right there. See how this candle right there, when you see this, okay, now this looks like a good short because we didn't take out these lows. Okay, but this, when you look at ES, okay, and we go to the 10-11 candle on ES, okay, put it on replay mode. 10-11 is right here. See how ES already hit this low here? Right, we already purged this low in ES, but NQ didn't. When I see that at 10-11, okay, I'm not shorting this 10-11 candle. I tried with 1 micro, and I ended up getting stopped out. And I was like, okay, I'm shorting with my 1 micro, and I saw ES purge the low, and then I was like, okay, immediately I knew I was going to get stopped out, and this is not a good play, which is why I only took 1 micro in the first place. Now, did that ruin my thesis of still hitting down here? No, because when I see these lows stack on top of each other, we got one low, 2 low, 3 low. When they stack on top of each other, we usually come down to them anyways. So I kind of noted those lows, and I noted these equal highs. And I figured, okay, whichever one we hit first, the bias is probably going to be the opposite way all day. So I was kind of watching, and you can't make a play here, okay? The reason why I can't make a play here is because there's no, we're waiting for a new fair value gap or something to tell us where we're going. So if I play a candle, no new fair value gap, no new fair value gap. There's your fair value gap. Okay, so now this fair value gap tells me, okay, we just opened a new fair value gap. It's going towards these lows. I think we're going to hit these lows first. Do I know it's going to happen after? Nope. I want to wait for the displacement. But I just need to see a fair value gap to point me to where we were probably going. And we got it. I did call this out on stream. Some people did short it. Okay. And then we hit that low. And when we hit that low, I'm like, okay, we could go down to here, but I was watching the displacement right here because I knew if we didn't displace under here and got a long setup, I knew these highs would be a good target. Okay, now if we just play a few candles, I kept this marked because this was a singular fair value gap. If we look at this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle, all these candles, the only fair value gaps right here. So I then said, okay, I'm taking another position here. I'm going to try a long if we close above this. We close above. We hit the break-even stop right here. And I actually scaled half here at 7.3. So I got like 7 points out of that. And then I ended up getting stopped the break-even. And then what I ended up saying was, okay, I never said, like, I said, there's no way this fails. I go, I've had a lot of screen time. We barely displaced under this. And I go, there's no way this doesn't happen. And I kept repeating it and repeating it. I had a lot of confidence. I said, there's no way this doesn't happen right now in front of 200 people. Okay, and even though we had bad price action before, I really liked this sweep and how we just swept, didn't really go much under, and got this acceleration back above. So I was like, yeah, there's no way this doesn't fail. I know we already took internal liquidity here, but again, there's equal highs here. And at the time, I think ES did have low resistance liquidity. Yeah, we had low resistance liquidity here in ES too. So I kind of matched those up a little bit, and I'm like, okay, if we have equal highs up here in NQ and low resistance liquidity and this high to break in ES, I figured both would break. Okay, and you just see it's a really nice move from this fair value gap, and you can just see how I kind of do my 3D analysis. And you don't have to believe anything I'm saying, but I did call out of this in live time, okay? And I'm not going to lie, after these equal highs, I didn't really know where we were going, so I just kind of watched and waited, and we started getting all this major displacement, and I'm like, okay, we're probably going to go back to the highs. But I got off live stream by then because once these equal highs hit, that was kind of I was like, okay, this price action's been bad enough today. I called that banger, and then I just wanted to get off because I was green. Surprisingly, honestly, I thought I was going to be red today just because the morning price action, but finished green because of this play right here. And we just ran to the highs the rest of the day. Okay, and once you kind of see us hit this high, you got to go to higher time frame and be like, okay, if we hit this high, we're probably just going to hit the highest high, right? If you back away from a screen, this is such a major, major high. Okay, there's like no way we don't hit that, because if you back away from the screen, if we hit this high, we're just going to go to this high, and then we're so close to this high. It's like if you're counting numbers, like, oh, we're at 2, so we're probably going to go to 3, so we're probably going to go to 4, right? It's the same kind of chain reaction. So when I see this high break, I figure this high and this high are going to be hit as well. But you're going to see the displacement back up. We almost got no pullbacks in the 5-minute. Really just tells you we're going to go to buy side quickly. And you can even see right here, set up for a really nice inverse. Okay, right here, inverse BPR. Right. We never hit buy side up here, did we? We came down, delivered from a BISI or bullish for value gap, inverse this, which gave us a really nice long to this high. Okay, and that one I didn't call out. I was not on the screen. I was not on in the chat for that, but I did watch that play out myself. I think that's really the only other textbook move you should be aware of. But you can just see how clean that was. And then it gave another confirmation setup if you wanted to take this inverse. So here's the 1 minute. If you saw we bounced out of this BISI, and then you waited for like the confirmation of the confirmation entry, it would have been right here in this candle close. You would have entered. And again, I don't really like to wait for pullbacks, especially when we're bouncing out of BPRs, because a lot of times we're bouncing out of these BPRs. We don't really get them as much, so I just market buy. Now, if the candle closes way up here, I'm probably not going to market buy, but I mean, this risk reward is fine because we're targeting up here still. So, I mean, this isn't too much of a close above. I think this is just perfect in my opinion. That's what I kind of look for, but yeah, you can clearly see like right here, we never hit buy side. So I bet you a lot of people got wrecked like shorting right here because they never realized we didn't hit buy side. A lot of times when you see price go to the high and not hit it, typically we come back up because it just kind of shows us engineering liquidity. So that's a little review of today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and other than that, peace out.